Let's do it. Welcome, everybody. This is the Imperium Cup Finals, and I am CJ, your host, as always. And with me, as always, or mostly always, is the BlackShadow. That's right. That's right. And we have four epic and amazing players who have given us quite the show over the course of this tournament. And unfortunately, we didn't get to see every single game, but we had over 36 games recorded, I believe. And we played 120 some games. It's ridiculous. So. I'm working on it.
There we go. But for those of us that can actually hear us, testing.
Yep, testing. Is that going through? All right.
Still can't hear me at all.
Really? Can you hear me? Am I coming through? Test. We'll get this going. Don't worry. Everything will work fine. It got better, but still really low. Double it.
Oh yeah.
Webcam mic. No, it's not webcam mic. Sounds like we're only picking up your speakers. Maybe wrong audio source. Let me check that. Leonard says it's fine. I sound good?
He says you're good.
Okay, let's get you going. Let me see. Maybe it's something with Discord. Actually, probably is. Oh, now it should be actually coming through a little bit better. Can you guys? Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Can you hear? Go ahead and say something, BlackShadow.
I am. I'm saying bits and pieces. I can hear. I'm kind of sounding weirdly distant. Very strange.
Next door? What? Oh, okay. Maybe it's coming through in a weird way. Let me. All right, give me just a couple seconds, guys. We'll get this all sorted out. That should be a little better now, maybe. I have it through. It should be right now. He's really low. Huh, odd. Still not? It is live.
We are live. As you can tell, we're having audio issues.
Yes. Still same. What the heck? Very odd.
Have you got my mic coming through?
Yeah, I hear it fine. Yeah.
Restart the tournament.
Restart. Do it over.
You go to any sound settings to work out how I'm playing through your PC. Like, might be routed weirdly.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because I hear him fine.
How about now?
Hopefully. What are you doing? I don't know. As long as it works. Yeah, it could well be OBS. It depends what you're playing me through.
I am playing you through OBS, yeah.
There's a way I used to do this
Huh.
with like audio splitting with OBS. I thought this. Oh, there we go!
Is
Hooray!
it working?
I think I heard myself. Oh, hooray, everyone!
Can you hear him?
Hello.
There we go.
Wait, I started down. Thank
What
goodness,
happened?
everything is fine.
What the heck was that?
Something worked. I don't know what, but miracles have happened.
It's working.
Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
Super, super stuff. Well, let's not ruin a bad thing while it's still working. I might be touch loud if anything. So apologies for that, everyone. So yes, welcome to the final. We has been mentioning, well over 100 games over 3 months has been spent on this tournament. I will say that I am personally very proud of this tournament and how it's turned out. It's been a heck of a roller coaster for me, being the fact I was a part of it and had a crazy run in the group stages. I had my closest friend of 20 years die halfway through. All sorts of stuff has gone on over the course of this tourney. But this was very ambitious when I put this together. And I wanted to try and, take what Agent of Zion had done previously at the first tournament and try and really make something like standalone and really kind of, something really substantial. And you guys responded in kind. We had over 100 people respond, wanting to get involved in the tournament. Loads of you guys have been watching as well, of course, along the channel with the stuff that both CJ's uploaded on Hidden Assets, as well as my own stuff as well. And ultimately, without you guys participating, watching along, we wouldn't be here for what is a bit of an experiment, but I think should be a heck of an evening. I'm very much looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, me too.
And again, if I didn't hear me beforehand, if I sounded a touch rough, I'm recovering from food poisoning. I got that 2 days ago. Was not a fun Friday night, I can assure you.
No, that's the
We're
worst
on our
day.
feet. We're on our feet for tonight, so hopefully this will work out.
Excellent. Well, we have a couple of things for you in just a couple of minutes. We are going to be maybe a couple of minutes later because one of the players is rushing home as fast as possible. I just want to say that it has been quite an ordeal, but also a great success to get everybody organized to play games, and it's been challenging. It's been really challenging to get everyone together. You're spread across like a dozen different time zones, and then everyone trying to figure out how time zones work, and then daylight savings time. Oh, man, that was a pain in the butt. But yeah, it's been amazing, and I've just been really happy to be a part of it. So I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching the videos, of course, and for being here right now, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, tell me about the organizing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it was very ambitious, this, and I needed something to fill my time. I had a 9-hour flight home across the Atlantic. So I thought, well, this would be a good way to spend some of those hours putting this tournament together. But no, it's been a lot of work. And definitely, whenever we do the next one, which will be in the not too distant future, there'll be a few changes to help things run a little bit smoother. But I think for as I say, a bit of an experiment, I cannot complain at the results. I think this has been really, really good.
Yeah.
This fight. So the way it's going to work, we are doing this live. However, I am also going to be recording the game on my side with the cards face up. Which will be uploaded onto the channel later on, probably in a couple of days or so. But the final will be done live cards down. So you will not be able to see what the players have in hand, nor will we be able to see what the players have in hand, which makes it more interesting, because it means we all both have to everyone's kind of wondering what's going on exactly. Obviously doing this for the sake of the players. We also considered just having like a big, massive game delay for the stream for like about 30 minutes, something like that. But this was a far more reasonable way for us to do it, but it's something we can look at in the future. Also, like, I don't think either person's PC was capable of holding like 30 minutes worth of footage like that. You need some serious hardware for that kind of thing. So
yeah,
that's something to look at in the future.
That's great. I can't even believe you can get the face up cards on your side. That's pretty amazing. So.
Well, only if they let me sit in the black seat.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're all doomed.
Interesting.
But I won't be looking, folks. So while I will be recording face up, I will not be looking at it, just to ensure it for here. But yes, I will also say, as a quick aside, we are all also incredibly lucky. As you're seeing, obviously, a lot of these the screens here of all the various covers that we've had over the course of this cup, we have all been very, very blessed by the quality of games that we've had over the course of this series. We have had some ridiculous games that have been played over the course of this, like absolute barn burners.
Yeah.
We've had wars, we've had like real tactical stuff, we've had unbelievable comebacks, even in the semi-finals where we had probably the craziest comeback I've ever seen. So I'm really looking forward to today's match as well, especially given last year's final was a very fascinating game of a Baron who absolutely raced in front and then everyone kind of pegged him back and it was kind of a straight shot at the end. So I'm curious to see how tonight is going to play out.
A lot of the players that I've seen, I know they're very calculated. So these four players are very thoughtful. They know the game very well, of course, and they are able to play very fast. But I suspect that we're going to have a little bit of a slower game this time. We've also kind of asked them to do that, to just go a little bit slower.
Yeah, just for our sakes, for your sakes. Again, we can't see it his face up, so a little bit extra time is it's appreciated for everyone.
Yeah.
Alex, we will be doing another data video once the tournament is done. It's all been very compiled on the side. So we will sit down. There's a lot of data to dig through as well this tournament, and probably more relevant to the game state as it's been run on more kind of normal rules as opposed to agents turning, which is 2 in 2 out. So a little bit different. Whereas this was basically points that rewarded. There was reason to fight for every single place. So I think in that respect, this should prove to be much more fascinating. And of course, we've now got the newest version of the game coming out in the not too distant future as well.
Yes, Immortality. That should be pretty interesting. I'm really stoked for that. I've been really kind of thinking about how that's going to change the game a little bit. I have some things I want to post about that later, but the main thing that really stands out for me is this second market that actually, to shout out to one of the Discord and Board Game Geek members, had come up with a kind of black market that had been incorporated into the mod. And then there's kind of a similar thing kind of going on in Immortality. So maybe they know something we didn't, or it just sort of happens to be a kind of similar mechanism going on. But that's pretty exciting. I also want to say that one of the things I'm really proud of is that this community has always been, since the beginning, like really, really in love with this game. And it's just been such a positive experience, that everyone's been great. It's just fun to just jump into games with people. And I've been a part of like several gaming communities over my life, and this has been one of the best ones. So I just want to say thank you all for that.
Yeah, and like as much as you guys basically have like virtually taken over the TTS Club Discord, which I do with the admin staff, like honestly, but when this tournament started, you guys, you don't understand how much you were dominating all the games that are getting played on that Discord. It was absurd.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even close how much you were playing. It was amazing.
TTS Club became Imperial Cup club.
Pretty much. Like it has become the de facto home for Dune Imperium at the moment. So, but I think it's been fascinating and it's been great to have so much support on this again. Like when I put this tournament together, I thought I'd maybe get like maybe 50, 60 people. To get over 100 people and standbys was just blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. And of course, I'm grateful to everyone who has joined on this. Kitty Head, Immortality, go check it out. It looks pretty insane.
It does.
Not gonna lie. It looks to be quite a technical expansion, I reckon.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see what that does to the game. I know that they did mention that there weren't going to be any extra leaders. I know some people kind of bummed out about that. I was a little bummed out about that, but perhaps they'll have like a mini expansion with some more leaders, because I mean this isn't going to be it. They have a whole other movie to mine for content that hasn't come out yet, so I guarantee there will be more Dune Imperium expansions in the future, given how popular it was.
I can see Harrison Reagan is begging for a Memnon pick this final, absolutely begging for it.
Memnon? Oh, okay.
I mean, I'd pay money. I mean, I am paying money. Half the tournament's money is coming from my own pocket, kids.
There you are. Yes. Well, why don't you tell us a little? Can you tell us a little bit about what these finalists are going to get?
Yes, indeed. So we have. I went back and to look at our four finalists: Q32, Gugu, Dryzo, and Comrade Chad. And it's been fascinating actually looking back through all the games. We've got some bits and pieces to show from that in a moment. So let's look at our four finalists. First up, we have got Q32. Who has been fascinating because he actually started this tournament in the worst possible fashion. He actually straight lost both his first games. 2 points out of 10. First two games, dead and buried, but managed to win his third and get a second place in his fourth, which just about scraped in for fourth place in Group A, which had like Frio Biez, who was the top seed, Seven Spirits, who won all four of his games Group A, which is insane. And thus, Q32 is actually the only player that's come through on the wild cards, defeating Terror Lord and Aaron Calder, who was also a top seed from the last tournament. He then defeated Seven and Lannister in quarters A, and was also the top scorer in the semis as well, getting this place in the final. Has had an absolutely topsy-turvy run of it. But I think to lose the first two games and come back and make it to the final, I think it's fantastic work and really, really impressive. Second up, we've got Gugu, or Anya, as some of you guys know him. Who has been very impressive all tournament. He scored 14 points in Group F, featuring a lot of good players. Artemisia was in it, Denari, Doom of Morals. My favourite Citri. So sad you didn't make it to the final, man. I really wanted you to make it. So if you're here, I'm like brutally heartbroken over that still. But regardless, he's basically dominated most of his games. He's played 6 matches. He's won 3, and the other 3 he's been second place, which is very impressive in a tournament of this quality, and a lot of good players. He managed to top score in the quarterfinals. He was the top scorer against Comrade Chad, who of course is a finalist, Klexen Elzarius, and then took over, if I can speak correctly, defeated Fetchjin Patience, who CJ knows very well, and King over in semis B. So it's been very, very impressive. We got Dryzo, who's also had a very fascinating tournament, and I actually reckon has got the most momentum going into this final today. He topped Group K, 15 out of 22 wins, but a very, very difficult quarterfinal against Imberman, Asian Zion, of course, the first tournament producer, and It's Not a Tumor, who was a late entrant, and dominated his group as well in Quarter B. And then had the insane comeback in semi-final C. If you didn't see it, it was absurd. Playing as Ilban with a crazy, crazy comeback over Papa G, playing as the Beast, to make his way into the final. Very, very impressive. No offense, but I did not have him picked to win that final.
No, I don't think anyone did.
Not at the start, and certainly about 3 turns in, it was not on the cards. It was an absurd comeback, and I reckon Dryzo, that might well make him favourite for tonight.
Yeah.
To come from that far behind to make the win is very impressive. And then lastly, his name has come a couple of times, and that is Comrade Chad, who has had kind of the opposite to Q32. He was a 4 out of 4 winner in the Group of Death, Group B, which featured like Bale, Aaron, who was a finalist in the last tournament, and of course myself, who crashed out in the groups in an absurd group. It was just like absolutely nuts. However, he did not win either his quarterfinal match, which was played against Gugu, and he only made it through on Chow Murky tie-breaking, and he also didn't win his semi-final match, which was against Q32. So he makes his way into the final for a couple of second-place scrap-throughs, having already played 2 of the other finalists. That makes this very, very fascinating, and I think is going to be a bit of a wild card here, showing that, still a degree, to not win, but still constantly being top scorer, I think is very, very impressive. But I think is going to be a bit of a dark horse in this final.
Pretty amazing, actually. I mean, that's the story of the evening. I think that he's really worked through these games and gotten all the way through to the finals. But I mean, good play overall, entirely good play. But seems a little bit weird when you've played against the same people a couple times and only scrapped through.
Oh, yeah.
But it must feel weird.
Quirks of the tourney. Yeah. Definitely. The quirks of the tourney. But I mean, everyone has had to play well to get here. Like Gugu, for example, has been very, very consistent. But again, like Q32 came from 2 fourth places in the groups to qualify, had to come through the wild cards to get here. It shows everyone in this fun have had different routes. Comrade started off really well and then struggled in the knockouts. So it shows just how all these different paths that everyone's had have come in through to the final, where it is just now a straight match to become the Dune Imperium Cup champion, and pick themselves up a nice handy $200 for their trouble.
Pretty amazing. We have a couple of things for you before we begin the tournament. I know people are still getting ready, and the game is getting made soon. But I have a couple of highlights for you from the tournament.
Mm.
And so please enjoy, and we'll see you in about 9 minutes.
But the extra spice is always nice. You know, there's points on the line here. This is not just about winning. You know, there's points for all 4 positions here. So, you know, trying to secure second place is important here.
Yeah. Oh.
Goes. Whoa. Ooh. Oh. She doesn't realise what's about to happen. She thinks there's another turn.
Uh-oh.
There isn't.
That's it.
It's end of game. There's 28 on the deck. Possibly a Dune Imperium record. If we're not sure, it's got to be up there. Have you ever seen a triple spice buy? I haven't.
Nope. I've never seen it.
Here we go. 2 spice in the bank and 3 spices must flow. Good grief. This is a ridiculous strategy and somehow managed to find the urgent mission to make it actually work.
Yeah. There are a number of...
30 please.
Yeah, number of things I want to say about this, but we'll save it for the end. But yeah, 3 points pulls him up to
11.
Wow.
And he's going to get a couple for the market that is completely unstoppable. It's one of the things Teddy's rings. It technically gets weaker as it goes, as opposed to someone say like Yuna who gets stronger. So yeah, this is just try and get his game over as fast as possible. I mean, it's just giving you all the cards in the world. Picks up Chowam. Chowam I'd probably discard here. Yep, discard that for the influence with the Spacing Guild. Picking up another point here. So that's 9. This game is about to end in 6 turns. And there's nothing anyone's going to be able to do about this. So it's all about second place here.
And Baron also has a point, putting him up to 9. And actually, I mean, yeah, Beast getting second place here is going to give him enough spice to win the tiebreaker against Leto. So Leto with 10 points actually is going to get second place to Beast. Wow. Okay, so Raban is going to get first place. Bale will get first place with 10 points, 5 spice for Solari, beating Leto with 5 spice, 0 Solari.
Now, bear in mind, Leto must keep hold of his spice cards because of Call the Market. Call the Market goes on your Spice Must Flow cards in your deck, not the amount of times you bought Spice. There is a difference. Is he... No way is Leto just going to straight reveal. Are you kidding me? Leto's just going to straight reveal! Oh my god! I cannot believe it! What? He did an 100 mission in Charisma and he would reveal... Oh my god. Oh my lord, I cannot believe I just saw that! This seems insane! How do you not do anything here? Hang a basin for spice? Put some troops in? Like, you got charisma! Like, what? But Ekaz is about to soar to the skies here. Free trip to Arakeen. Oh no, it's not with full scale assault. Not with full scale assault. It's not free. Oh, it's gonna. Oh no. He's got 5. Counter gives him 7. He's not gone to there. He's gonna lose his spice. Oh, Paul's Roman camp. That was he. What a gamble. Oh my gosh. Point to point. It's the last faction point you've got to get. Then you're done. You don't have to worry about it. What else are you going to do this turn? You're not going to win combat. Oh, he's eyeing up going secrets and using sisters to take the alliance. I think he's going to do it. He's going to do it, surely. And then looked in, assume no one's going well. Next turn he does. The steal is on. Disaster for Tesia. Oh, picks up bribery. Are you serious? That is a ridiculous pickup. He gets both of them anyways. He can pay for the point. This game's about to end. No way. That's 10 points. He gets such a mission as well. Bribery gets him to 9 with the Emperor, and then he buys spice for 10. How is this the last turn? What a ridiculous, ridiculous draw. If she has, well, I mean, she probably should.
Right? Why not?
Because she thinks it's a tie. I don't know. She thinks it's a tie. Beast is. Baron.
Beast is.
Baron thinks it's game over.
I don't think it is.
But it's not. It's a tie. Oh, Baron.
It's not over yet, Baron.
Oh, yeah. Baron's. That's bad times. It's a tie.
Oh my god.
This game
Beast.
continues.
Shadow with
This
the BM.
game will go on. We're not finished here yet. It's pretty insane.
Oh
draw.
my god.
Is Helena gonna steal this? The only card of any good for Lido is gonna be Allied Armada to 14, but it will not be enough. Oh, but Helena can't use Private Army! She's only got tiebreak, she has no spice! Private Army does nothing! Oh my goodness! I think Lido's just cost Helena the game! Cannon turrets is for 2. Are you kidding me? Helena and Lido are only going to get a point of the combat, which means Armadikaz is going to win due to a tie. Unbelievable. If either Lido or Helena wins the combat, they win the game, but they tie, so they both lose. Because Ikaz gets the 11 point. Helena. Here comes the up and down. So Hunter's going to take Spice Must Flow. Sonic Snoopers has got to be, right? Oh, but he might go Shell Fleet and still the Alliance! He's still in the Alliance from Helena. Savagery. Absolute savagery from Hundro Moritani. What an outrageous play. That might be a game winner. What a savage move that is. That is surely going to be it here.
Okay, let's see if he sees it. It's Sayadina to selective breeding. That's the play. Sayadina to selective breeding actually puts you at 11 points. Oh no, it doesn't, because you forego the ambassador to do this. But foregoing the ambassador is the correct play. Let's see if he sees it. It's Sayadina to selective breeding. Does he see it? He sees it. Here we go. Pays the 2. Trashes the water peddler. Gains the water. Pays the water. Here we go. This is going to be all she wrote. 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just makes it. Baron has a couple outs. Definitely could be an extra point in the intrigue deck. We haven't seen those yet. There's a point. Here's another one. Here's another 2. And that's going to be 11 points.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. We are just about ready to go. We are waiting for a game to rise up so we can jump in, and we will get going. How'd you like that? Was that cool?
Yeah, that was really awesome, man. That was really good put here. We were mulling together before we started about like some of the crazy stuff that's happened over this tournament, and CJ went and put together a little video, which is super, super cool. However, there was one thing that he did miss. And I feel it would be wrong not to show this. Personally, this was my vote for the greatest moment in this tournament. because I would challenge you. Have you ever seen anything like this? And I'll encourage my co-commentator here to play this.
All right, give me 1 second to find it.
This was, and the amazing thing is that this came from the very first game we commentated in this entire tournament, the first one, featuring CJ, who was even playing this match. This was carnage.
I'm a little embarrassed that I did so poorly in this game. Could have done better, but yeah, let me just pull it up. Maybe you should set the stage here for this video.
So from my memory, so this is the very first, it's like the first game of the tournament, like maybe game 2. It's the first one we covered. CJ was playing. I was doing commentary for. It'd been super tight all the way, nip and tuck, and coming towards like conflict freeze and like turn 8, whatever it was. Things very, very close. And it's one of the ones you can't really tell who's gonna win because everyone's buying spice. You got combat points, but someone made the very wise decision to pick up Chow Murky.
Yeah, it makes me sad. There we are.
He's gonna make us wait. So cruel. So cruel. Oh man, it's a coin flip basically. So the way it works, so he's gonna trigger one of these out. So he has 1, 2, 3 cards out of 8 that gets him the spice and double points. Sonic Snoop is being played, going to get rid of recruitment mission, which is fine, doesn't do anything here, so that's going to be trashed. It's a free interchange. That will be removed. Get on a private army, no good. Well, actually, no, change that. That's actually potentially huge. Dune goes to the base and gets a couple troops in, and Gunfopter and Private Army. And Una could steal the Bene Gesserit Alliance. Oh my gosh. I mean, think of it, it's at 4 strength. Gunfopter makes it 9. Private Army makes it 14. Oh, this is a turn. This is drama. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is going to be pretty insane. Helena's going to have to blackmail. I don't know how the math works out here. We'll have to see. I think you're going to steal it. Oh my gosh. Back to the Beast here. Beast is, I think he's got 10, but his 10's looking dicey. I don't know if it's going to be enough to hold here. It all comes down to holo projectors. This is like one of the biggest holo projectors you'll ever see. This possibly decides the game. Here we go. Doesn't matter which one he gets rid of. It's 3 out of 8. 37% of the time. You win 100% of the time. Here we go. And gets it. He hits it. It's a jackpot. Oh my god. Wow. That's double points. Easy game. Easy game. Wow. So that's 10 with endgame. Thinks they're still in the lead, though. I mean, this is still anyone's game. Gets a sword. Let's make sure we get this right here. Oh my gosh. But Unit's going to pinch this, I think. Oh my gosh. Helena's lucky. She's going to see the bad news before she plays blackmail. She's going to see it. A little fortunate here. And you can put the extra troop out. Whoa, no! What do you mean she's not putting the extra out? What's she doing? Oh no, Una! Una, no! No, 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 no! Oh no! Una Moritani, no! What have you done? She's going to have to play War Chest to take the point instead, which defeats itself. Unless I've got this wrong. Helena has to blackmail here, right? Oh, this is tragic. And then Una could end up War Chest. They're going to cost themselves the game. But Una has Chow Murky. Oh my gosh. Is this going to be a Chow Murky win? We can have a 4-way tie at 10 points. Tezia gets one for Call the Market. Yuna's getting one regardless. Here comes Blackmail. Oh, it's so brutal. You have to do it. You feel you've got to do it for the win. And Yuna's going to rip the heart out. Oh, no. Alliance goes to Tetsu Yuna currently. Expecting the win. Oh, no. Oh, this is so tragic for Helena. This is so brutal. She's gonna make the play. This is heartbreaking. Yuna doesn't even benefit from winning, other than it just keeps the alliance. I don't think it really matters. I think Yuna's gonna win a 4-way 10-point tie on Chow Murky. Declines. Oh my god. Watch the carnage here. They could come down to endgame intrigues. Oh my gosh. Does anyone find an extra endgame intrigues? Anyone benefit from anything? Infiltrate, no good for Helena. Does Yuna find something? Dispensation, no good for Helena. It's too late, can't use it. It's a plot card. Yuna gets an intrigue. Yuna gets an intrigue. Here's the point for CJ. Yuna's got to take a reward here. This is important. Pointing out here. Yuna's going to take the rewards. Is Yuna ever going to take the rewards? Come on, guys. Oh, Holtzman engine point for... Oh, Holtzman engine point for Helena as well, so that gets up to 10. Yuna's got to take rewards here. This is important. This is a big draw. Cole's no good. I can't believe this, folks. I legitimately, honest to God, think we are seeing a 4-way 10-point. Gets one, however. Oh my god. Can you believe this? Chow Murky wins a 4-way point tie. And wins the game. Insane.
Oh my god. You know, I forgot how that felt until just now.
I mean, when the first game of your tournament is a 4-way Chow Murky tie, you know you're onto a good one, right?
Yeah.
You know you're going to be in for a good couple of months of gaming, and it's just, what a ridiculous game. And really just sums up what has been an absolutely ridiculous tournament. We have had so many absurd moments that have occurred over the course of it. And again, I'm hugely proud, in a way, of how everyone's played. There's been so much carnage. But the time looking back is over. It is now time for us to look upon the now. It is now finally time for the final. I mean, I don't know who's going to win this at all. Like, this is such a huge... Like, it's so fascinating to see how this plays out here. Before we get started, though, I do want to make one last... it was the Yuna player who had the Chow Murky there, but yeah, ridiculous. What's the most points scored in a tourney game? We've had a few 13s. I think we had a 14 somewhere. We've had a few 13-point games. I'd have to look up through my notes here quickly. I think we had a couple
Sorry
of
about that.
some 13s. So no, look through my notes very quickly. Yeah, there definitely. Don't worry, Jimmy. There will be another tournament. Do not worry about that. It might be a short while as people are still away on like their summer holidays and whatnot, but we will get there as soon as we can.
There will
Let's
definitely
see.
be more tournaments for sure. We will do it.
Oh, no question about that. Oh wow, we actually did. We had a 14 point in we had a 14-point victory in Group B actually in week 3. I wasn't involved in that game. So there's been a 14. I think there've been a couple of so, but it's been some very, very high scoring games. Citry won a 14 point. Oh, it's his first game. That was a chaotic match. I don't think we've had any 15s this tournament, but we've had a few 14s. It turns out, but then alas,
There were a couple. There was a 14-point tie, right?
oh yes, there was this. There was one 14-point tie. 2 people got 14 points.
That's pretty insane. Yeah.
Yeah, it again just shows it's been carnage here.
To get 14 points as a second place does feel a little bit bad.
feels bad. Feels very, very bad. No question
And
about
one
that.
of those people was Comrade Chad.
Was it now?
Yeah, that's right. It was his second place. He got through on the second place high scoring.
Yes, this rings a bell now. I remember reading about this.
That's right. We're just waiting for...
Sorry, yes, Dryzo is just on his way. He is just returning from... he says he wanted and had quickly go out something to eat. I suspect he's filled up on the special stuff. I don't know what the special... I mean, well, we all know what the special stuff is. It's spice.
Yeah.
But regardless, just waiting for him to get here and we'll be ready to rock and roll. But yeah, one thing I will quickly say, I interrupted myself, before we get started, and I think everyone here... I'm sure we'll agree. I do want to say a huge thanks to Murphy's Law, who I think would be remiss not to make a mention of. Of course, Murphy is the creator and the guy who sorts out the mod that we've been using on TTS for this entire stream, the entire series, but we all play on mostly. And he has done amazing work with this mod, especially the updates that is received over the course of the tourney, introducing a lot of the automation with the points and that, because one thing that we did notice early on was there was definitely a lot of very easy to miss a lot of little bits here and there. So Murphy has done fantastic stuff in this mod, so I want to say huge thanks to him before we get started. I know we're all really grateful for the work he's put into this mod.
Absolutely. It's a phenomenal mod. It really is. It's super easy to use. Yeah.
Been absolutely fantastic. But yeah, thanks you again always. We appreciate the thoughts and that. It's been great entertainment to commentate over the madness that this tournament has been. It feels in a way kind of remorseful that we're here at the final game. That this is it. Yeah. You know, it's been 3 months and we're now to our final game. Quick run through. Just so you guys know, so it is a $200 prize for the winner of this match. Second place will net himself $80 and a nice cool $45 for third place in this game. The 3 winners of the semi-finals have already net themselves $25 as well over the course of this tourney. But yeah, I figure, play a game with Dune, winning $200 is a pretty good deal to me.
Seems good. I mean, yeah, bragging rights I think are definitely better here. I mean, to say that you won a 104-person Dune Imperium tournament. This is definitely going to have more people. I guarantee it will have more people than the World Board Game Championship will have people for Dune Imperium. I mean,
it's very possible. I mean, look at it this way, folks. We are basically paying these guys. We are basically buying them their copy of Immortality for them.
That's right.
That's basically what the winner of this gets Immortality on the house. That's it. Let's look at this.
As long as they don't spend their money on anything else.
Indeed. All right, Dryzo is going to be on in about 2 minutes, and then we'll get ourselves underway here. So, what's a good Imperium row here before we get started here? Well, let's hear some guesses here for good Imperium. What do you want? A Kwisatz early? Do we want like an early Charon maybe?
I like a lot of 5 and 4 casters. Yeah, I'd like to see some like high power, low cost cards early, because then everyone has a chance of getting something. I'd like to see the other thing that's really fun to do is if it's just a really bad row. It's just a really bad row, and then everyone has to figure out how to actually win with bad cards. I quite enjoy that.
Yeah, I think it's always fascinating. We've had a couple of games in the tourney where we've had times where the Imperium row has been really bad, but I think they're very fascinating games. It becomes a bit of a game of chicken, of people kind of like who's gonna make the first delve into trying to like purchase their way through the row and get some good cards, you know. We have players all across the place. For example, like Q32's in LA. I think Dryzo is might be similar as well, but we've got like I think Gugu. He's Indonesia.
Yep, yep.
You know, so you got players all around even for this final, but we have had players everywhere for this tournament. It has been insane.
All right, I think we're
If it was
just
only
about.
Sardaukar infantry and scouts, like I would laugh. I would just be like, what? And then the players would say, "Reroll, please." And we're like, not quite how that works.
I mean,
Not quite.
I like those kinds of rows. I like kind of droughty rows. I actually kind of think like the Sardaukar infantry is a decent card when those things show up. I think it's better than scout. So, I mean, but you know, I'm being the minority there, but you never know. I've seen some
Early
pretty
voice would be good. Our voice
early
is a
voice.
really underrated card early.
Yeah,
But
love
our voice
voice.
is like one of my favorite early game cards. The power that you can wield with an early voice is
Yeah.
insane.
What I don't
Because
want
the
to
players
see,
moves limited.
I can tell you what I don't want to see. I don't want to see in the shadows in the opening row. I hate that because then somebody feels forced into playing Armandi Kaz, and Armandi Kaz, I think, is one of the weaker characters in the game, but gets picked the most. Um,
Yeah, it's been weird that in this time. And again, we'll get into this when we go into the data of the tourney here.
mhm.
When we get involved here. So, but yeah, Ikaz like especially at the start of the tour was getting played tons and tons and tons, but he wasn't too many results.
Yeah,
And especially as well, this tournament I think as well has shown a lot about the development of the game over the course of time. We go back to the first tournament, for example, where it was all Baron, 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 but now the likes of Tesia have shown up. There's people more familiar. Yuna, Hundro, especially those two have become really, really, really strong characters. Now people have kind of learned how to use them a lot better.
yeah.
And I think it definitely, on the whole, it's generally a more diverse set of characters now. But you know, you could make arguments evil.
You know, and I think a lot of
Um,
people kind of undervalue some of the weaker or sort of weaker characters. I still think Memnon is a good character. All right, Dryzo has a connected. We are ready to
Dryzo
get
is
going.
here.
All
He
right,
is here,
everybody.
kid. All right then.
So here we go. We're going to start it up and get you to that game right in a minute. All right, here we are. It is the finals.
Here we go, kids. It is time. I'm very eager. Obviously, good luck to all the players, and I hope this all goes fairly well. And if you want to make the game last like 10 rounds, then by all means, please.
During this broadcast, if you're watching on YouTube, then I hope you enjoy this. But during this broadcast, I will be more muted than BlackShadow because I'm going to be manipulating the score sheet and all that good stuff. But I will pop in it again here and then to do some things. Maybe at the beginning we'll talk about it. So here we go.
Yeah, CJ's going to be running the stream elements. So here we go. And it is a tasty road to begin. So
Ooh.
here we are. So first up, we've got ourselves Jessica of Arrakis, the little Jessica. True Sight, very nice, solid utility card. The very powerful Liat Kynes turns up in the
Jeez.
opening row. Guild Chief Admin, kind of unorthodox, but sees a lot of use. And Guild Administrator as well, so a pretty solid opening row, all things considered.
Wow.
Nothing too cheap, however.
Nothing too
I mean,
cheap.
Guild
I
Admin,
like it. Yeah, this
Yeah,
Liat
this is
Kynes
not
is going to be the first
bad.
thing everyone's going to fight over. It's a big, big game. So
So already there's a bit of thought about how people want to approach this. Do you make a dive to try and do you pour your efforts into it? What's the backup plan if you don't get it? This could be interesting. It'll be interesting how players will follow on. Dryzo has pulled first spot, which means that it will be Gugu to pick first in green position. In player 4, followed by Q32, Comrade Shade, and then Dryzo himself. As I say, this game we played cards down. You will not be able to see the cards of the players, nor will we. We will have no knowledge whatsoever, so we are all as blind as you are. And I think it's more fascinating as we try and make predictions of what's going to happen here. So, looks like Hundred Moritani is going to be the first pick here. Helena chosen in third spot. Duke Lido in for second. Interesting pick Moritani in fourth position. Very interesting. We don't see Hundro, like the shipping guy, this early in the game. A little unusual. but I'm not completely against it. And then Dryzo will be deciding what to choose here. Again, a lot of decent choices here. Obviously, Liet Kynes is going to be tempting. Helena is out already, however, so there's no chance to try and do that. Do you want to go heavy combat here? There's no great combat characters here. Maybe Beast might be tempting. Tesia might be of interest as well. Baron's obviously never bad here. So there's a few options available. Tough choice, though. I don't think this is as obvious as it goes. It is going to be a Baron Harkonnen pick here. So going with Old Faithful and hoping that this is going to work itself out here. Now, is he going to go for the regular 2? Or is he going to consider maybe going a little bit unorthodox here? Maybe throwing in some Emperor action? We shall see. So here we go then. So it is first combat. And it is going to be the Spice Skirmish with the Influence bump. Pretty heavy, pretty decent opening for Baron here, who makes it immediately a Hardy Warriors. Makes total sense. I think this is a good start. Nice one for him. So Hardy Warriors, Master Stroke in right away. Lido is going to make his way to Smuggling here. So kind of not... Just think he doesn't really have any Influence cards there. Usually you'd think they'd go maybe Steel Suits early, or didn't go Fold Space, which is also curious. So I guess they just don't have any access to there. Helena does, however, so she makes her way there instead. And then Hundro Moritani. Again, this is a bit of an awkward spot for Hundro coming in the 4th position. And Hundro looks... Oh, okay. So Hundro's he's gonna open up here. Wanted his Intrigue back. Remember, the one he's pulled is the same one he just dropped. So he obviously must have liked it and made a point of taking that back before anyone else did. Unfortunately, Paul Denon is currently on vacation. I spoke to him not too long ago, so he's not available. Baron just throws it in, going to Siege Tiber here, and just barreling in here, making sure he takes this win here. Absolutely just throwing everything in here. Huge commitment. Doesn't even have the money here to pay for the influence, the intrigue here. Just throwing everything in. So interesting decision. Duke Leto, wow, Duke Leto does play his Seek Allies card, so he did have access to Fold Space, but turned it down. Interesting. Interesting opening around here. Look, very unstandard here from Leto. Just going to kind of rely on the Spice, I guess, but did not go immediate, did not go Fold Space. Didn't know, like, does he have, he kind of both his Diplomacy cards, but why would he go Smuggling first? Curious. Helena makes her way to... Tech Negotiation to pull Liet Kynes, which suggests that she will be able to pull that. She must have 3 in hand, 1 on the board, and 1 reduction there, so we'll get hold of Liet there. Very nice that we have the Signet Ring. A little bit risky. Probably wanted to play Signet Ring first, but Fold Space was available, but made open for her there. So a little risky. If someone had only revealed that, would have been a problem. Hundro's going to go Imperial Basin for the double Smuggling, it looks like. Or the single smuggling, I should say. Doesn't even put any troops in. That's going to be that. Wow, Baron had both his daggers as well. Look at that. My goodness me. So absolutely just threw everything into this opening combat to make sure he got access to Fold Space. He's not going to have it for long. Potentially. Helena might be able to cut her off immediately. Duke Leo did not have... they did not have a second Diplomacy card. It's interesting they didn't go straight away Fold Space, but I guess figured Baron was on the side. Didn't want to fight that, but still could have got there, I guess. Helena's revealing her Diplomacy, so she can't actually get the Fold Space yet, so that is curious. Hundro is going to reveal for... Picks up the Guild Chief Ad, which is a reasonable card. A little bit unorthodox, obviously ties pretty decently for Hundro. Yeah. Wow, Baron just fully quit in first round there. My goodness.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, the Baron's going to only have a couple turns of this, as you mentioned. But... I mean, it's okay. I mean, you got to get ahead as the Baron and stay ahead.
Yeah, that's his strength, is getting ahead early. That was super strong. Oh my goodness me! And look what turns up. It's oh my goodness me! It's whatever the heck this one's called. The double influence bump. Round 2. Machinations. That's the one. What a prize available here. This might change Helena's plans here. Helena might decide to go combat. Leto's gone double smuggling so he can get immediate Swordmaster. So that was why he went skirmish. He went to smuggling straight away to take use of the fact that he gets his cards a little bit, his council spots a little cheaper here. It's gonna be very tempting for Helena to get stuck in here. Hunter's not missing spice from his second turn. He used the spice to get the bump on using his signet ring. So he got the spice from Basin and spent it to get a bump on the smuggling.
Yep.
But not a bad spot. So Helena has no diplomacy cards on her hand. We know that. She would love to redraw here to try and get hold of one. Maybe Arakeen is a good shout here, perhaps. You've got a lot of good cards you could pull. You've got diplomacy. You've got the Kynes. A lot of nice cards to try and pull here. Maybe Arakeen's the way forward here, but you feel like you've got to fight this. Problem is that Leto is going to get Swordmaster, and it's going to be a big problem to trying to win this combat here. Yeah, Arakeen it is. Yeah, Baron in real hard that first one. Like, absolutely all in. Very risky, but went for it.
We'll see if he can
So
replenish his troops in time, because that's always a trouble.
So Helena gets the redraw. Don't know if it'd be a good card or not. If it's like Lear or Convincing, it gives like 6 in hand, which is pretty good. And I think she has a dagger still, so she could even go to like Tech Negotiation maybe. Shai Halud's sitting right there in the Imperium Road. That's pretty nice. That's a good card. Hunter's going to go... Whoa, and hello. Hundra Moritani's going to highlight... the Hardy Warriors, so he wants in on this. He wants to take this down. He's got ambitions on going instead of shipping here as well. Baron Harkonnen's going to be up next. So Baron is going to go straight fold space. So he's just absolutely racing this alliance here. He wants to get it out of everyone's hands, secure the points. Here comes Swordmaster. Players flying at an absolute rate of knots, which is what we asked them not to do. Never mind. We're trying to get as best we can here. So Helena has to make... She's going to make a move. She has to make it now. Carthag is an option, but she's already used her recon. So unless she's got a Signet Ring or Liat Kynes, she can't get to Carthag. What options does she have here, maybe? She could go mining, Haga Basin?
I think I like still suits. I like still suits here, actually. You got to get that anyway.
But she
already used
has
them?
access.
Oh, did she use them
Well,
all?
she had no diplomacy style cards in hand. She's got the redraw. She might have found one, but I don't know if she did. It's a difficult one. If you get like Liat Kynes, for example, you don't like using Liat Kynes for the action. You kind of want to keep it for the reveal. It depends what she drew here, but I think mining doesn't sound too bad, and that is what we're going to see here. I think Haga Basin is the plan. Gets the extra troop in, but it's going to be hard it's going to be difficult to win this, really. You've got Hundro is sitting there with another action. Lido has an action, but yet to commit. But Hardy Warriors is gone. I feel like if you've got... Oh, she did draw Liat Kynes. Carthag has got to be the option here, and it is. Gotta get the win here. Wow. Yeah, interesting blocking from Foldspace. Trying to obviously keep Helena out of it, but Helena had no way to get there as it was. I think that's what was going on there. So, Carthag taken. Intrigue comes in as well, which obviously is going to be pretty good. It's going to make combat a bit difficult for Hundro here. Hundro must like both his intrigues. Remember, he kept one and then immediately redrew the one he discarded, so he must have got something light. Seek Allies is played, just going to take the cash. I think that makes sense. He'll want to smuggle, get the cash, get his Swordmaster. Shipping from the Baron. And now to Duke Leto. So Leto's got an interesting choice here. So he hasn't seen his Signet Ring yet, which would be very tempting. Great Flat looks pretty good. Ooh, but he's not going to. Steel Suits. He's going to hold up on the water here. Okay, so he's going to take 4 water going into next turn. I guess he riggins that he's going to be good for Great Flat here. That's the logic. And by looks of it, he should be good, but who knows? There's intrigues in hand. 100 might have a plan here. Camp taken by Helena. Good solid card.
Yep.
Yeah, he's also looking to go spacing as well, of course. Get the alliance, get his stuff that way. But Hundro might smuggle first and beat him to Swordmaster. Hundro had both daggers. Wow, that was a huge dagger for Helena there, keeping front. 2 liaisons taken by Baron. Curious. Wow. Not enough for power play, which is disappointing. He would have liked that card.
Do you think
Lido, I mean, you can say that, but Lido declined going fold space in the first round. He didn't go there. He had the option.
Do you think that the players are trying to take away the liaisons from Helena? I'm just wondering.
I mean, it's got to be a concern. The fact that Liat Kynes is on the deck means there's going to be fighting for that, definitely. So, Helena's going to win this, so that gets her access to shipping, which is going to be obviously pretty good for her. Other point, she's going to take an Emperor. I'm okay with that. I think Emperor spaces, generally, you kind of want to try and get the VP there without really visiting there if possible. The spaces aren't great value, even though I do love Conspire. But no cards from the Hundro, so it makes me wonder what he drew. He likes his 2 cards, but didn't play any combat. So what has he got here? Endgames, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
That'd be something to worry about. So, 3rd round is the Mentat combat. Sort through the Chaos. Not a bad one. It's okay for 3rd turn, where, getting those extra actions is always handy. Better money available for everyone. Everyone wants to get the Sword Masters here. So, Helena's going to open up with, instead of shipping, with the Signet Ring. Surely he's going to pull, like, Power Play off, I feel. There's a lot of big value cards out there as well. Full-scale Assault's out there. Shy Halud's out there. There's a lot going on.
I mean, here's the weird thing, though. I mean, Power Play is such a great card, but it doesn't power up your Liat Kynes.
No, this is very true, but I mean, double bumps are double bumps, everyone. Yeah. And that is going to be concerning for the Baron. That's going to scare him here. He knows he's not going to get this alliance without a fight. So Lido has an absolute gobs of water here, and now it's round 3. This is where it gets interesting. So obviously we're used to seeing what people have got here, but now we have no idea what anyone's got here. So we're kind of guessing. So Hundro's gonna use his Signet Ring. He's gonna okay, I like this. He's gonna go for the double, he's gonna take his cash here. This is how he's gonna beat the Baron to Swordmaster, you would imagine. Assuming he's taken the cash here.
Yeah.
So they'll give him access to his Swordmaster, gets his first bump on shipping, which he obviously wants to get there. Baron is gonna go Hagabason. Of course, all shipping completely blocked out from him, so nothing he can do there. Pays for an intrigue. Lido's going Hardy Warriors, so Lido getting stuck in now. He wants the Mentat. Interesting. It's not the best play for him, but Lido is rushing the Fremen Alliance here. He's going full glory here. Helena's taking Mentat, which is interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
She must be struggling for reveal factor here. She's trying to hope to get like a decent influence card here, like a convincing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it just bankrupts you so early in the game.
But why would you do that and not go tech negotiation? Yeah, curious.
Yeah, agreed.
So there we go. So Hunter's made his way to fold space. So he now has shipping. Now Baron's starting to look a little tricky here now. This is the problem with going so heavily in. But fold space is going to be, by the looks of it. Selective breeding. Okay, so maybe he's got intentions of buying like Shy Halud or something, perhaps. Gets rid of his dagger, draws a couple of cards. You'd think Shy Halud or Full Scale could well be on the cards here. I don't know which one's better for Baron. Full Scale looks really good, though. I'm not a big fan of Full Scale, but it might fit him quite nicely. Here comes the Great Flat for Lido with his Signet Ring. So that will get his first bump on the shipping. Everyone's just buying all the lasers. It's not a bad strategy, you know. When Liat Kynes is available immediately, just going for them.
Just cut him off.
From we saw the triple spice buy, kids. We saw it. You know it can happen. Helena going fold space. Okay. So she's just going to try and pinch a couple of coins out of this combat here. Hunter, you would imagine, is possibly getting involved in this one. We'll see. Oh no, Hunter has no actions, nor does the Baron, so she's going to get a nice, easy second place here. 5 for Hunter, picking up the... whatever you want to call it, the Smuggler's Doctor. Really good. Saidina turns up, huge card. Oh, and Baron has 8. Oh, what does Baron do? Shy Halud, Saidina? Wow, what a spot this is. Gugu saying Little Jessica is the way forward. I'm not sure it is. Wow, this is an interesting spot here. Oh, Saidina's hard to turn down.
Yeah.
But Shy Halud's right there.
It's tricky.
Wow, what a...
Oh.
He goes full scale as so revealing satellite bounty, which he could have taken if he got Saidina. Wow, he's just going to pass it up. That's a big choice. That's a real big choice there. I think if he'd known satellite bound was coming next, he would have taken that because it's just printing water, but it's not going to happen here. So I don't think those cards are going to go together, though. 5 for Lido here. Surely has to take Saidina. Hyder turns up here. That's huge.
Very strong cards.
So
So Zane, reserve cards like Reckless Liaison, all the Fold Space and the Spiceless Flow cards, when they are trashed, they are taken back into reserve. They are
Yes.
not removed from the game. They are always put back into the reserve pile. So you know. 5 for Helena, so she will take power play. That is going to make Baron nervous. You're gonna know that's can be coming here soon. If she can make that with like a highliner, she'd be absolutely laughing. But I don't expect it to happen here. So you get a nice second place here as well. A couple of coins and a intrigue for cheap. We'll get the Mentat next turn, which is handy. Seems to be fine. Super dude. Yeah, turn 3's full scale is pretty brave. Insane though. So what are we looking here? So we know Helena's going to have Liet Kynes in hand. We didn't see it last turn, so it's probably here now. Didn't draw it either. So a lot of options here. This game is flying here.
It is.
Yeah, I'll be on your side. So Hundro's gonna use his Interstellar. I expect Baron will go to. Oh no, he's just gonna take the split. He's gonna save. Is he eyeing up Tex here? I think he is. Maybe he's eyeing up Sonic Snoopers here with his signet ring.
It's possible.
I'd get behind that. I very much get behind that. Leto, of course, has 4 actions this turn, which is insane because everyone else has 2. Also worth noting as well, Hundred did not get Swordmaster last turn. I don't think he had access to it.
Oh, strange. I didn't even notice that.
No, he didn't.
No.
Yeah, his signet ring was the only he could get to shipping and council. Forget about it.
Okay.
Wow, so he couldn't even get there. So he's a little fortunate in a way. So
No one else
Lita's
is
going to go
threatening.
first.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Ooh.
We're gonna see some
My
dreadnoughts.
goodness. Here we go. This is how this tournament has changed. It is
Disposal.
dreadnought action here, and he's going for the disposal facility as well. Oh my goodness. Huge. Invasion ships turns up. That's going to be pretty... Oh, Baron Harkonnen, surely he's going to be eyeing up invasion ships here. That's huge for him. To get loads of access to interstellar ships. That's a massive tech for him if he wants to go for it. Helena's going to smuggle to cash in here. Now, does Helena want to go for challenging the Baron here, or does she go elsewhere?
That's a tough call.
Yeah, Guildadmin and Dagger next round is pretty nice. Definitely agree. Guild Admin is obviously such a great card to have with your going into Stellar. Such a big card.
Man, are we going to see some sparks fly here early in the game? Let's see it.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go.
Lots going on here. I think it's the fascinating thing as well. Dreadnoughts was at the start of the tournament were just like, ugh, but now people are starting incorporating them more. I think it's
Let's go. There we go.
And Helena is challenging. She's going for it. She's like, let's fight. Here we go. Takes the cash, so she will get access to her Swordmaster, as surely will Hundro as well. So Leader's going to have to make a decision what he wants to do here.
Swordmaster, okay.
So, Swordmaster taken. So, what does the Baron want to do here? Oh, he is going Highliner! Oh, Jimmy calls it! Massive call! Whoa! And he goes in! Oh, yeah, diversion!
Diversion, alright.
Oh, that's brutal. So the 2 troops can also go in. Wow, actual diversion value. Don't see that often. Gets 2 bumps there. That's huge. I mean, you can't really plan for that as Helena. That's pretty unlucky. Can't do a lot there. Wow, that's a pretty ridiculous action there.
Yeah.
Very committing, but I mean, it's Imperial Basin, which is decent value. Second place looks pretty good though. I mean, that 2 orders pretty decent. So Baron's just going for it here. He wants to try and get this game over in 6 turns. He reckons. Just try and brute force this one. It's not going to be that simple, though. Again, remember the first tournament final? We had a Baron that raced ahead, and then everyone challenged him and pegged him back, and then we had a crazy finish. And so Lito's going to be up next here, and now, well, Lito's just kind of like, I don't know what he does here. Wow, what a crazy action that was. That's going to put a stead to pretty much everyone here. We know Helena's going to get hold of her Swordmaster as well, you would imagine. But, I mean, it's going to be a scrap for second place now, you would imagine. Yeah, Helena just had the Fremen Camp card. That's pretty strong. There's a lot of good cards already in play here. Fremen Camp's, like, it's pretty good for Helena. Again, of course, she can always just stop them and always visit cities whenever she wants. That's pretty dangerous. Doesn't have to use it and play it, of course. And it's a decent reveal, 2 influence on the swords. Pretty good.
What's Lita looking for? Is he looking for Shai-Hulud here, or is he looking for Spice?
Oh, yeah, he did draw, didn't he? Oh, wow, he used Water of Life. I think so. He must be eyeing up Pyra as well.
Yeah.
Maybe It feels a little early for Spice Must Flow.
Yeah.
I think you'd probably get more value out of maybe like Spice or something like that. I don't know. But he has got free action still, so maybe he's just trying to fill up his hand so he could get a better idea of what cards he's gonna have. So he can better plan out his turns. Because he's not gonna reveal anytime soon. Truthsayer is
Wow.
played. So gonna take the cash. I think this is to make sense. High Council could be coming up here.
It's a discard.
Which doesn't feel too bad here. I don't think if he has a dagger, I reckon he's gonna keep it. Might end up keeping it for High Council. Oh, maybe not.
Nope.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, Dune it is. Gonna cycle that out there. Obviously he's got other potential cards as well. Remember, Sidina is in his hand. So he might be trying to find it. He might be trying to find more liaisons to pair with it, perhaps. So he's looking to go really high reveal here, is Lido. Big reveal turn, I think. Swordmaster for Helena. Hundro going to Arakeen. I mean, interesting he goes Arakeen and not Carfag. A little curious. If I would have done that, I think I would have been tempted to to get in there. But never mind. Hundro thinking about putting in more than just his one troop here, which is a little curious. Maybe he's got maybe he's just trying to ensure second place, is pretty good value at 2 water, but just gonna keep the one out.
Yep.
And with the 1 sword. I think he's giving himself one too many strength. Oh no, he's got Dreadnought, my bad. So only 3 to buy. I think he's just gonna go liaison here. Yeah, he's gonna try and get those out. He's gonna have a lot of liaisons in his hand, though. He's got to be a little bit careful here. Baron's got to be careful. Baron is playing very heavy-handed. Now, for a while, as long as it works, it's great. But once it stops working, he's in all sorts of trouble here. So he's kind of riding his luck. If he gets like a really bad hand and it stunts him, he's in real trouble. So that's what you got to be careful here.
I do like how the Baron's kept 10 money ready so that he can just go right to Swordmaster if he needs to. He hasn't got Swordmaster yet. He's the only one who hasn't gotten Swordmaster. Oh, interesting.
No. He'll be getting there. He'll be getting there in a moment.
Yeah.
So Lido goes to see. So Lido's taking a lot of water on hand, which is curious. I think he must be planning to start going research stations soon, trying to maybe even with Sidina. Maybe obviously he wants to get water because he's got Sidina, so he's trying to get as much value out of that as possible. So we go to Helena. So what's Helena got? Leokine's is in her hand. I know that. I think Fremingkamp is also in her hand. I've no idea what her third card is though. So
Reveal.
And does reveal, yes. Oh, had convincing. Oh, it's a revealing for 8.
8. Oh, this is Shai Hulud.
So Shai Hulud. It is Shai Hulud here. Here we go. So gets a trash immediately. So Helena going really heavy Fremen here. Shai Hulud and Leotkines is a pretty insane combination. It has a
double
cull
cull.
as well.
Wow, okay.
Ooh, okay, so this is real firepower here. Both daggers gone in the same action. That's pretty insane.
I'm curious why both of those, actually. How many other access cards to green does she have? That's
Signet
curious.
Ring.
Just the Signet Ring? Okay, yeah.
I think once you've got your Swordmaster, I don't think it's too bad. I think before you get it, you should not be getting rid of both. It's really dangerous.
Yeah, I'm just worried that, if you're going Leotkines buy strategy, you need to get that High Council eventually. You might... I mean, you can't get blocked, so I guess you're fine with that.
Yeah, you can go whatever you want, so it's not a big disaster.
It's not a big deal, yeah.
Hundro's gonna ship away using a guild admin. Gets his VP with the Emperor. You think Hundro's eyeing little Jessica? Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Maybe. I mean, he's kind of he's Bene Gesserit cards for the benefit here. I don't think he has any. So we'll see how things are gonna proceed here. Sidina played by Duke Lido. And that gets him the point because he gets the extra one with the water. So pretty nice there. I guess he was holding it back is like a just in case sort of thing. But yeah, that's 2 points for him. Pretty nice. 5 to buy with as well. Peter looks great here for Duke Lido. Looks a really strong card. Does not have enough for his disposal facility, however, so he will not be able to trash this turn. Must have 6 reveal in hand. So by playing Sidina meant that he could not dispose there. But I think he will look past.
Choice was between Piter de Vries and Satellite Ban, I think, here. You could also just take more of these beautiful Arrakis liaisons, but I don't think that's really something you care about anymore. There are good cards in the row. It's interesting if you're going to take Satellite Ban. Can't quite trash. Yeah.
Better chat there from the players. I mean, I'm not against it.
I mean, well, someone got there first.
Yep.
Someone got there first. So, I mean, that Wivley is obviously insane, as we saw in the highlights package. So, Duke having to think about it. I mean, Satellite Ban is also really strong and takes it for the water. So, he's just going all in on Sayadina here. And it's going to be difficult to block him now. So, people are going to have to really try and get in the way of Still Suits here. And that's going to make life difficult for the players here. So, Dryzo takes the win, gets up to 5 points. Following with 4. Raid stockpiles the next combat. Not a great action for this at turn 5. Not amazing, but he'll take it. So Lido is going to go shipping. He'll pay for the entry. If anything, hopefully picks up something half decent.
Wish I knew what that was.
Lido, we shall see. Lido's going to be up next. So again, everyone's now on to recycle, so it's kind of hard to know what people are going to have here. Lido's going to follow up with... okay. I think he's going to use this to get access to his shipping, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Which he does.
Makes perfect sense. He's next in order next round, so he'll have first action.
Yep. If he can, I think he would like to hit smuggling, if possible, but he might not be able to make it there. We'll see. But if he could hit smuggling as a setup for next turn, he'd be pretty happy with that. Helena up next. So Helena has a very strong deck now. Remember, Liet Kynes is there. Fremen, Shaikolud, Power Play still in hand as well. So there's a lot going on here. So kind of curious to see what Helena's plan is going to be. If Helena could find a way to take the Baron's Alliance here, she would happily do it. But she needs 3 bumps, not 2. And unless she's got some intrigue help, I struggle to see how she's going to take this. She might figure it might be better off just trying to take like the Emperor maybe. Maybe you go to like Secret feels a bit rubbish here if you had power play.
Yeah.
Or maybe you just get troops in. This isn't a great combat. She does have Fremen camp though. She would have to go to Great Flat, you would imagine, and does. So the war is spent. She will spend the 2 for the troops.
Do you put him in?
How heavily do you want to commit into this fight?
Not all of them, right? 3 of them. Okay.
Hold back. I think this is fine. I think normally, Felker, I would probably pick Pirate as well, but seeing as he has got Sayadina, I'm okay with Satellite Ban. I'm a big fan of... I thoroughly enjoy Satellite Ban as it is, but I get it. As good as Piter is, it probably throws more into the strategy that Lido's going here. Your Chief Admin again for Hunter. Actually playing this time and goes Research Station. Now that is interesting. Is it time for Spice Must Flow for Hunter Moritani? Is this playing into his intrigues maybe? We shall see. So Baron is gonna get to their adventure. What's Baron doing here? Baron having a change of plans, I guess. Yeah, he's going ahead of time here. So he gets his Swordmaster. Lido's gonna go Arakeen. Wants the redraw. Trying to find something pretty good, I guess. I don't think he'll commit here. I would keep the troops for next combat or so. Diplomacy for Helena. Thinks about it. Takes it back. Diplomacy's a good card. You generally, if it's in your hand, you want to play it. What else would you want to do here?
I think you're trying to set up the steal because you have access before Baron for a couple of rounds to full
but
space.
Baron's just got to go smuggling.
That's true.
If Baron just go,
yeah,
Baron just you could do it, but you're banking that he doesn't have smuggling, and you'd still have to hit like highliners somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't think the steal is on here. Maybe they're trying to see if there's a way they can do it, but they gotta have power on as well. Selective breeding is played with diplomacy.
Interesting.
Okay.
Looking for Piter probably.
Trash is a convincing argument. Well, now that's interesting. Now they're clearly going Spicer's Foe. So why trash convincing? Did they perhaps have nothing else they wanted to trash? Because normally you'd keep hold of that.
Here's a
Get
smuggler.
rid of like your Dune or Recon or something. So curious. Hundro's going to make his way to smuggling, blocking the Baron, who full scales it to Carthag. So he's just getting stuck in here. But he just stocks up. He's not getting involved. He's going to bide his time and wait, which is... I actually quite like this.
Yeah, smart play.
Just garrison up. Quite like this. I wouldn't have also minded going to, like, wealth or something. You've got to get the Emperor point somewhere. I wouldn't have been totally against that, but I guess this is also fine. Someone real for Water Peddler. I mean, I've seen crazier things in this game.
Interesting. It's interesting that Leto hasn't gone to Mentat all that much yet. I'd like to see a Mentat here. It's not
Actually, full scale. Your chat is slightly behind our commentary. Maybe when he picked it back, I think he might have picked it back up.
He picked it back up. Yeah, Baron.
And it might have shown it was full scale. I mean, that's his fault. So, but our commentary is slightly ahead of where you're seeing here. There's a delay of about 15-20 seconds. So Lido went. Lido just went steel suits, I think.
Yeah, still suits.
Yeah, it makes sense. People aren't going to block this. This is really, really.
Oh wow!
Oh, she's going to end. Wow, here we go. So she had it in hand, anyways.
Uh-oh.
Whoa!
Big plays here.
And she's gambling. She's going to have access to fold space next turn. It's not a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee.
But she's trying to fight for it. Ah, okay.
Unbelievable.
Bit of skullduggery going on here from Helena here, trying to take it out from underneath the Baron without him having any actions to do it. Now, does she have anything to deal with it immediately? I mean, she had Guild Ambassador. She'd already the guild buffing intrigue. She'd already played it.
Firm grip.
Oh wow, that's enough. Look at the row here. Firm grip turn. That's a monster card. That is huge. Pada's still sitting there as well. Wow, Lido found Sidina again, but couldn't get the point this time. So taking Pyra instead. Not enough for did not have enough for whatchamacallit? For Spice Must Flow. So having to settle with a couple of Pyra and Liaison. Liaisons are gone. Helena did have Leet Kynes. That's going to be 2, 4, 6. I think 6, 7.
All the power cards are coming
taken
out.
by Helena. That's a big card for her as well. Lots of big cards out here. Frembond gives her 5 swords as well. So she needs to apply those on.
I cannot highlight in gray mode. I'm so sad.
No, unfortunately,
Can't do anything.
I have to do it quickly. It's fine. So, you know. And apparently is
Should be at 11, right?
fair enough. Yeah, he should be at 11. He's just saying he'd rather just move his own stuff.
Ah, got it.
But, whatever. Players can do it their own ways. So Hundra's got a million cards. So you'd think Hundra is also got High Council, which she went and bought. So sure, he's going Spice Must Flow. I'm very curious to know what his intrigues are. Do you think he's got maybe Corner the Market?
I think it's Corner the Market. Yeah.
Corner Market would be pretty nice.
The setup is very Corner the Market-esque. You get all the... I mean, this is not too suspicious, getting a Smuggler's Thopter. The Guild Chief Administrator actually is kind of telling me, you cut your deck, you go for a lot of spice. Yeah. It's interesting.
Feels that way a bit, doesn't it? So, Helena's going to win this one. Gets another intrigue and 3 spice. 2 spice for Hundro. Nice spice for Leader. He'll take that. Pays for his ring. We're going to move on to round 6 here. We are flying through this game. The Dreadnought is returned. The final conflict with the big conflict freeze. It's Guild Bank Raid. Wow. So 2 kind of nothing combats, kind of stalling the game before we get into conflict freeze. That is interesting.
I think we're going to go to round 8 or 9.
This could be a long one, folks. Like, that's for rounds 5 and 6 to be like this. Like, no VPs are just kind of the basic resources. That is interesting. This could go some distance here yet. Who does that favor? It probably doesn't favor the Baron. Baron wants it over as soon as possible. Hundro might need the time to get back into this a little bit. Lido might appreciate it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is interesting now. So players are gonna have to kind of think now how much more to commit here. How good is the Solari for anyone here? Everyone's got their Swordmaster. Only 100 High Council. Helena obviously will want it.
Lido could get there if he wants as well, which surely he'll want to, given he has got side view.
If economic supremacy comes up next, then it's a really good battle to win, but there's no guarantee,
You
of
don't know
course.
this. That's the thing. You've no idea what's coming. It could be Grand Vision. You don't know.
That's my
Lido's
favorite
up
one.
first. I know. So Lido's going to go truth saying to the council. Now that's curious. I would have thought you'd go wealth there a lot of the time, but he's going the high council, which makes you think he doesn't have any other way to get there, perhaps.
Yeah. Interesting.
So he has a chance to cycle out cards, get to the Dune, pull something else. Okay. Helena's going to be up next. Helena's going to go. She's going to go into Stella. Lido turned down. Did not even interested in going to Interstellar shipping. Not interested at all.
It's not the game plan.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
Completely turns it down. Figures no value in it. He'd rather just focus on spice, I guess. Interesting. Hundro's up next. Hundro with the reconnaissance. Tries to say that if you pick the Baron, this is how it goes. This comes with the territory. It's as simple as that. you know what you get into when you pick the Baron. You have to expect that this can happen, and that you are offering yourself up to being watched. We'll say.
Interesting.
Hundro declines to go recon after. Have a look at the Baron's discard then. I'm curious to know what that's about. Maybe he's worried Baron's got full scale, perhaps.
Helena did not have access as a note to Highliner or to full space.
No.
Big deal. Big deal.
Yeah, so that's enormous. So Baron's going to get lucky here. She gambled, did not find it. So Baron is gonna save his alliance here, surely.
It's not a great play though, one to fold space. You don't really want to be doing that at this point in the game.
No, but I mean, point to point. Now Baron's got to make a decision here, which way he wants to go.
Oh,
So
what?
he has
He
has
this
to
way.
take the odds.
Yeah, this way.
He's got no choice. Has to save it. So unfortunate, Helena took a gamble. Didn't pay off there. That is going to hurt. So to use up your power play on a bit of a gamble and it not pay off is really bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, these conflicts are definitely not very strong here, but this kind of makes it more interesting. Now players are gonna, Baron is just building up his garrison here. Pretty gross. But yeah, bit unlucky for Helena. That's the way it goes sometimes. You gotta play percentages. I think I probably would have done the same thing, but sometimes he's just gonna miss. So Helena now needs a backup plan. She's got a couple of intrigues. Don't know what they are. Could well be combat-y, maybe. She might have some main games on her own. Hard to know. Your Signet Ring is out. Gurney Halleck has turned up on the road, by the way. That's a monster card for Helena. I honestly think Gurney Halleck is possibly one of Helena's best cards in the game. Like, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. 100%. It's one of the best battle cards in the game, and it's unblockable for Helena. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good. So she's going to also go to Arakeen, so she's drawing cards. So maybe she is trying to build up the supplies. Yeah, and here we go. Trying to build up to get hold of Gurney here. Makes sense. So that is taken there. Hundro is up next with the fold space. So he's going to hit his selective breeding. Yeah, this is good stuff for Lido. I think Lido's happy that these conflicts are not offering much VP. Kind of not really getting involved. He's trying to accumulate, his points with Spice and Sayadina. So a lot of non-conflict VP is the plan. Still needs to pick up his points with the Baron Gesserit and the Emperor, however. Baron makes his trip to Wealth. Not much else to do here, I guess. Yeah, the scripting's fantastic. The fact it works for Yuna especially is pretty cool. So Lido is going to review. He trashes Satellites ban. Guess he figures he has enough water for the rest of the game. Wow.
That's interesting.
Okay. He has to trash him playing if he wants to. Interesting getting rid of card though, I guess.
No, it makes sense. Well. It makes sense. He's already got the alliance of Fremen, and there's no reason to go guild anyway. So it's just a dead card. You're just going to be holding it.
He's just going to focus on Siege.
Yeah. Interesting.
I guess it makes some sense here. It makes some sense. Helena's going to go up next here. Helena with diplomacy. Yeah, secrets. I mean, it feels like there's a kind of a not much else happening sort of play here. Just kind of building up those intrigue cards. Everyone just gearing up for the conflict freeze here. It is going to be a mess.
I have no. I mean, Baron obviously has an enormous garrison, but it's going to be difficult for him to mobilize it. Is the problem? He has very little ability to actually just send troops straight out, so it's going to be a little awkward for him. Sonic Snoopy has taken. Now this is curious. I thought he liked his intrigues. Maybe he's a I don't know. He's got it. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Did not expect that. But okay, so the Baron, he's going to... he's not getting... He's just sorting out his hand here. Bit messy. It's Garrison. So, Baron, does he want to fight for the Solari? It's open for him if he wants to. He might... There's also a degree of potentially denying the opponents the Solari, which also has some use. You know, you want to try and get Ment out a lot, maybe. There's not been a lot of fighting for Ment out, surprisingly, given Leo was in the game.
I think he's going to go research here. Yeah. This looks like a research play.
Glinting for Baron here. It looks like, yeah, he must be building for research, but I would have just gone there straight away. I'm kind of curious he went that first.
He's counting.
Wonder why he did that. Maybe he's looking for his recon? If he's only got access via liaison, it kind of sucks. And maybe he's trying to find another way to get there. And it looks like that is what happened.
Nope.
So he's going Carthage instead. So change of plans. Is he going to get troops involved here? He is going to get troops involved here. Okay, then. So he's going to look to try and take this one down here. Deny the Solari for the opponent. He's not going to spend the Dreadnought, however. He's gonna turn it down. He's gonna say he wants to kind of win the battle. In case he wins, he doesn't lose his Dreadnought. That's what's going on here. Guild Ambassador being taken by Helena. Gurney Halleck is sent to the bin.
Wow.
He's out of here.
Well, Guild Ambassador came up.
Halleck.
Yeah.
Guild Ambassador, as a denial pick from the Baron, could not allow it to happen. So Gurney Halleck is out of here.
Jeez, Q32 and Dryzo are at each other's throats this game pretty hard.
Yeah,
so.
it's a mess here. Complete scrap. So second Spice Must Flow for Hundro. So if he has got Corner the Market, he has 2 VPs in the bank here. Baron takes Beatrice and reveals in the shadows. Oh, no one can buy it, however. So that's going to be for competition next time. Sword for Hundro means that Hundro is currently winning. Dryzo's going to pass here. So it looks like Hunter's going to taste that. Oh, he found Demand Respect.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right.
Sonic Snoop. And he takes the Emperor Alliance with it. That's huge. Wow, that was a VP that he wasn't expecting to get. Enormous. Wow. So that was a bit crazy.
Hundro takes the lead from 4th position.
Hundro up to 6 points. He is in first place here. What a crazy pull. Intrigues, man. All right, here we go. Conflict Freezer up, and first up, it is Carthage. There is no possession of that, so no free troops for anyone here. First point is a 2v here, though, so Hundro leading with 6 points. Next up is Lido with 5 and 4 spice. Baron with 5 and 1 in 3rd place, and Helena with 4 and 3 in 4th spot. Pretty tight here going into this.
Interesting.
Baron looking decent, but there's a huge draw there from Hundro keeping in there. This is pretty close.
Helena picks up troop transports, going to try to get this one down.
And up there, makes total sense. Get some troops in here. Look to combat the Baron here. This is a big combat, everyone. You've got to feel like this is going to be a big one between Helena and Baron. This is going to have huge consequences for the game here, whoever wins this. If I was like Hundro or Lido, I would probably just stay way out of this combat and just go look for the next one. These two are going to look to destroy each other. Oh, she found shifting allegiances as well, by the way.
Yep.
So she gets more troops, retakes the alliance from Hundro, which is savage. Wow. Can't do much about that. That's unlucky. And Hundro may not have a response. Really brutal.
Everyone's sitting at 5 points in the middle toward the end of the game. What is going to happen?
Yeah, this is carnage here, and maybe a time for just thinking about what to do here. Hundro's got doesn't go smuggling. He goes for Imperial Basin, so he's gonna save for next time. He's looking to pick up a tech, maybe. Getting some troops in though early, maybe trying to deter Lido. Baron's going to find his way to research station, so he's eyeing up some spice. Remember, he's got loads of liaisons in his deck because he took loads of them, so not bad odds to pick up a spice must flow here. Lido is up next, so what does Lido want to do here? What's the game plan?
Jeez.
What on earth is the game plan here? I have no earthly idea.
I don't even know if you limp into this combat at all with Leto. It just seems
I
like
mean,
a bad
if you
idea.
can put in your Dreadnought, if you want to put in your Dreadnought on the way, I guess go ahead. Because it just makes things a bit awkward for Hundro,
Hundro,
I
yeah.
suppose. But you
Secrets?
got options here. What's good for Lido here? This is the question. What do you need to do? You've still got a couple of VPs you're missing from factions. You obviously still want to be hitting up Saiyadin as much as you can. I would have said selecting
Arakeen.
breeding would have been nice, but I guess doesn't have access to it, so he's going to go Arakeen instead. I have a funny feeling that Lido has not got a good hand here if he's going to Arakeen first. That strikes me as he's in a bit of trouble here with his hand here. He's really struggling.
He bought
Does
too many
not have a lot of
liaisons.
yeah, does not have any faction access cards. Helena with fold space. Really nice
Selective.
hand here for Helena.
This has got to be selective.
Getting rid.
Yeah.
Why is she trashing?
Wait, what's going on? I think she's trying to go to selective. You gotta move that.
You need to put your agent down here.
Thanks, Trezo.
you need to put your agent down here. Never mind. So bit early there. Anyways, so this is gonna be selective breeding for Helena. Yeah, mind, yeah. And doesn't want people touching his stuff. Fine. There's two people watching. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Fopter Superior Jessica? Probably a good show.
It is.
Not happy. Okay, fair. It's a final. I can understand that. Anyways, so it is going to be selective breeding. So remember, Doom was already trashed. Gets one card draw from Fold Space, and then gets two from the selective breeding here. So I'm guessing he's eyeing up buying a ton of spice here. Maybe looking for a double spice buy. Could be an option. She has, of course, also got the Emperor Alliance now. So Firm Grip is effective as a reveal for 4 influence if it's in her hand. So potentially loads of influence here. Could be going double spice.
Good.
Interesting to see what the plan's going to be here. Hundro up next. Just got a few cards in hand. He still has got these 2 intrigues from the start of the game. We do not know what they are. They must be pretty good. Hundro knows he can't really get heavily invested in this combat. It's not going to be worth it. He would like 3rd place, though, to pick up the free spice. And that'd be pretty good for him. Yeah, Leo's fine. Leo doesn't really need to get involved in combats here. But the problem is, if Helena or Baron end up racing away with the combats, Leo will not be able to catch them. So if he's going to go fairly non-conflict here, he needs the 2 of them to cancel. If one of them just dominate the battles, he will not be able to get hold of points fast enough.
I think Hundro might be considering stealing this alliance from Helena right now.
Did Helena go up too many spaces? No, she had
Oh, it doesn't look like it. Never mind.
No, she went up. I'm trying to think how she went up that many. Yeah, it was 2+1 from shipping. Yeah.
Yeah, 2+1.
Yeah, she got a 5th one from shipping. Yeah, we all miss it. Hundro Moritani is going Dreadnought.
What?
Now.
What does that tell you?
I don't think he has core of the market.
No.
Is what that. I wonder, does he have Grand Conspiracy?
And why would you want to keep it? I guess it's a point.
He has High Council. He has. I mean, it's a point.
Yeah.
He would need if he has if he has Grand Conspiracy, he needs a couple of bumps with another faction. He needs 2 factions with 4 influence for a 2nd point. That must be what's going on here. Like, that's such a strange buy. Didn't even buy Tegra as well. Super suspicious. Gunfopter played by Duke Leto, so Garrison troops lost for Helena and Dryzo.
Yep.
So those troops are lost. Hundro's Dreadnought is safe from Gunfopter. Too strong. You ain't taking that Dreadnought with a little Gunfopter. You kidding me? This is all very close. Everyone on 5 points here. This is a big round. Winner of this combat is going to be, I wouldn't quite say 1 foot to like trying to win this game, but it's going to be in the best position to do so. This is really big between Helena and Baron, both with 1 action each. No one's putting hugely here. Helena had Firm Grip. Oh, she doesn't play it. Ooh. I think she wants to play it. She could just go to Wealth and then pay for Bene Gesserit and get 2 points. She's gonna go Mentat to signaling. She's going in the shadows.
Yeah,
I think she's just gonna get this out of here. So just not allow any players to have this. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Makes sense. Second Gunfopter turns up. Wow. Now the play slows down here. Now people like been flying through the first reactions, and now people have got decisions they've got to start making. Do they commit? How do they commit? Hundro could still get stuck in his Dreadnought sitting there. He could try getting involved if he wants, but Mentat going is pretty nasty, so Helena clearly wants to take this combat down. Gonna force Baron to go first. Baron has 6 spice. Might he go Highliner again?
That'd be a pretty big play.
Yeah. It'd be a ballsy move.
Hundra might be considering going to Carthag here, and if he does, I think he's probably holding a combat intrigue, and that's one of the things he started with. No? Yeah.
No, he is going there.
That's what I thought.
A decent shout, so Carthag it is. So it gets the troop in. Is he going to throw them in here? He pays the spice for the extra troops. Is he really going to throw everything in here?
I think so. Yep, spice. So he's got some sort of spice combat cards in hand or something like that. That's my guess.
It's his 6 VP. Puts him in the lead here. Let's see what happens. Is he going to really put them all in? I don't know. I mean, this Dreadnought goes in. One troop goes in.
Playing against the Baron with 3 intrigue cards. He's got to like.
He is throwing it all in. Yes, it's not a bad spot for Helena. Helena's looking pretty good here.
This could be a 3. This could be a 4-point turn for Hundro. He got the alliance.
Could win the combat. Oh, he does!
Oh, there it is!
Oh, he does go double Highliner. Wow! And he throws it all in. Oh my gosh! And I thought Hundro was the spanner in the works, and he throws them in. Whoa! What on earth? Wow! Just barrels on in there. Wow, that is ridiculous. I mean, he made his mark early, saying he was not going to hold back. Baron going absolutely all in here. Oh, if Helena's got cannon turrets, I mean, oh my goodness. That would be insane. She has cannon turrets this game. Can you imagine? That's like a 5 combat swing on every other player. That would be nuts.
Let's see what Leto's
Duke
got
Leto
here.
is watching this carnage here, thinking, what is going on here? I don't know what you do if you're Duke Leto. You got 5 water, buddy. You need to use some of this. Yeah. But you can't. Hagar Basin, I guess? Techs aren't great for you either. Spaceport's not a lot of good. I would go Hagar Basin.
Ship.
Oh, he's gonna go smug. I'm not sure about that. I don't know why he didn't pick up the spice there. 3 spice, he got loads of water.
Why did he want the money? That's weird. He's just setting up for next turn, I guess. But he's way out of position for it.
Yeah, he's way out of position. I don't like that move. I think it's a little suspect there. Not a fan. So Helena clearly had intentions to win this combat, but has a different plan. Whoa, and she decides to go Carthag anyways. What is going on here? Is she really she's just getting involved in what's happening?
Helena is definitely confident that they're going to get 2nd place at least.
Yellow just went Highliner and just barreled everything. Just stuck it in. That was insane. Hunter on for 2nd place here. I don't know what's going on. Helena has like committed bizarrely. I'm not sure what's going on here. Baron buys the spice, gets him at the 6. I expect that was coming. Leto's just going to kind of wait here, I guess. He's got to sit and wait. This is worrying times for Leto here. Like, there's so much carnage going on. I feel like you're going to struggle to get points fast enough here. He needs the game to go long. If the game goes short, he's out. But every place matters here. It's not just about who wins. Man, this is madness. So, Helena, on reveal. Helena has... Oh, she's got a lot.
The alliance.
How much is that? She's got 4, 5...
13.
7, 9, 13. That's pretty good. So Spice must flow in the shadows. Has 3 more if she wants to spend it. Oh yeah, it's been super tight. Although players now starting to accelerate here. I guess you guys are starting to fall behind on the stream. I think that we are. You guys are a little bit behind on the stream here. So yeah, looking at you guys are a little bit behind. So we will. I think you're like about to start the round here. We're at the end of the round.
Yeah, I think it's about a minute and a half.
So there's a bit of a delay here, unfortunately, folks. So you hear there. So Helena is going to use ambush to get ahead. Oh, and Hundro has staged incident. Wow, that was one of the cards he found early. He found staged. Wow. So it's a point for him to get him to 7. And Helena's just throwing out swords here. Master Tactician. Ambush is played.
I can't keep up. There's too much stuff going on.
So Helena plays Master Tactician to get her to 24. To 25.
Insane.
Players are going to... Yeah, players are going to go quick here. So Master Tactician for free.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is where this gets awkward. So what happened here? So this is unfortunately on Dryzer here. So Helena played Master Tactician, but before actually deciding what to do with it, Dryzer immediately played Ambush. And so realizing that she couldn't win, she instead took the troops back. Interesting. So Dryzer kind of throwing his hand out almost a little too early, giving Helena some information there that's worked to her benefit, so she's going to retreat the dudes here. Dryzer getting a little fast there. So Baron's going to win this, gets himself to 8 points. His Dreadnought will be placed to Arakeen, which gives him access to all 3 areas. It's pretty good. Intrigue and Free Spice for Helena. And Free Spice for Hundro gets him access to... Oh, does he get Free Spice? Oh, he does get Free Spice still. Yes, that gives him access to Highliners if he wants it.
This is all going very wrong for Leto right now. He's out of position for everything. Like,
yeah, he's getting pushed here. So it's round 8. It is... Which one is this? It's Imperial Basin is this combat here. So bonus troop for the Baron, but the Baron's now empty. And this is the problem with the Baron. Now he's spent everything. He's used up his entire hand. He's used up his garrison. So now he's got to try and win this game. It's going to be really difficult for him to do it now. Remember, Helena's got loads of good cards here. It's going to be trouble. Hundro is up first. Does Hundro Moritani go Highliner?
instant Highliner?
Does he go Highliner? Is he scared that maybe someone else will find a way there? I don't know. I mean, going instant Highliner feels pretty unlikely. Or do you try and take the Emperor Lights somehow? How would you do that?
It's not possible, I think, right now to take that.
I don't know. If
don't
he's got
think so.
intrigues, you never know what people can do.
You never know.
You never know what people can do with intrigues. He picked up one the end of the last round. He's got Sonic Snoopers. He could always cycle. Although one of them he's keeping, surely. I don't know. What does Hundro Moritani want to do here? A lot of options. Big moments here now. Round 8. Every move matters. Every decision has a huge impact on the game. Players have got to think about this. Because Liaison's out first to Arakeen. Now, this is curious.
What does
Makes
that
you think
signal?
his hand is not very good. He has a couple of Spice Must Flows. Maybe he's picked them both up, perhaps.
Research?
So, full scale to Research Station. Makes reasonable sense. So, Baron is almost out of resources now. So, this is a little bit of trouble. This is very close, this game now. I mean, Baron obviously has got 8 points now. He's in good shape, but everyone's looking pretty close. I think Leto is maybe lagging behind, but I think this is really close between the other 3 here.
I don't know. He's going to get a point right now from the Sayadina. So he's actually catching back up.
Yep. So he's up 7. He's doing what he needs to do here. He's keeping himself in touch, which is about the best that Leo can do currently. Guild Ambassador
God,
is
close.
in hand for Helena. Of course, she can't use it. What's she doing? Is she buying techs? Wow, there's not been any Ixian engineers. What's she picking up here? Is she going wind traps? She is.
Oh, this is
Okay.
very risky, very risky. You reveal something somebody wants, that gives a point. Oh,
She's
it's
also
Shuttle
getting
Fleet.
it for the. She's also getting it for the fact she gets an influence for this as well. Gets 1 persuasion, of course. So she's kind of getting a lot out of Guild Ambassador. It's actually pretty good. And yes, it arms up Highliners. So she is ready to rock and roll. Does Hundro have access there? Does he go there first? Does he have other actions here? What's the plan here? I mean, if you were to go Highliners, do you still think you can win?
That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Hundro's hand is very good.
I think
I think going
you're right.
going Arakin straight away is like, that's a real telltale sign that he's drawn pretty nasty here. Hundro is in the tank here now. This is very difficult to know what he's gonna do. I don't know. I mean, if you go with Highliners, that's 12 strength, which is nice. Or well, it's a 15 total. Is that enough to win the combat? Leonard's gonna have 2 actions. Hardy Warriors is sitting there. She could barrel into there. She still needs to get her VP with the Fremen anyway, so extra value for going there. Gugu here in real trouble. Oh, he has diplomacy.
Oh. He's
He's
going to go for
going-
the steal.
He's going. Oh, he's got strong arm.
Oh!
Nasty. Absolutely nasty. That's a crippling blow against Helena. It takes it back down to 5.
Oh,
What a blow, and now
man.
Baron Harkonnen finds his way up to 9 points. And suddenly Baron Harkonnen has chances to try and win this game. And the
Wow.
Baron be stopped here. There's no points of his that could be taken. If he finds a way to a 9th point, I mean, all he's got to do is find... He can't get to... Where's his points coming from?
He's just going to buy Spice Must Flow.
This was Flow, or if he had the Spice, there's Conspiring. He's still not got the point with the Emperor.
Yeah, he's not going to
Wow.
get there, though. There's no...
I don't know. Maybe Baron intrigues his way out of trouble here. And remember, of course, we know 100. Surely he's got some sort of end games here. I don't know. This is fascinating. So here we go. Duke Leto is up. Leto is suddenly realizing maybe this game is now in real trouble. Like, he figures, is this game about to end?
Wow.
Yeah, he's just resetting his power marker. Yeah, he took a true bat, so he's just setting it correctly, which is totally fine. So Duke Leto suddenly feels he needs to get a couple of points out of nowhere here. This is trouble. Baron Harkonnen, kind of a bit out of nowhere here, has suddenly... Looks like he might end up winning this match here. We've got Interstellar finally for Duke Leto, which he has to do. He's got to take the point with the Emperor to get himself to 8 here.
Oh, if Hundro has his ring, he's going to get his extra point, and then he can possibly buy Spice. That's him to 10.
I don't know. Hundro's got to. It all depends on what his intrigue is. If he has got Grand Conspiracy, he only has 1 point from it. He does not have a second influence. He's only getting 1 for reveal. Then it's going to come down to Spice. He is leading Spice against. He's leading Spice currently.
Yeah, it could be corner of the market.
match-
I mean, it still could be.
Could be. I mean, he hope for his sake it is.
Yeah.
So Helena will not turn this down. She has to go in here. No choice. So there is no reason not to get everything involved here. I mean, still an absolutely savage steal of the Emperor Alliance there. That was disgusting. Real brutal. Helena gets stuck in here. So, Hundro Moritani, if you can get Mentat, I would get Mentat. If you can get it, you've got to take it.
He has it. Oh, he's totally got it.
He's going Shuttle Fleet. He's going Shuttle Fleet?
Oh, he's got... No.
He's going to get his point with the Fremen via this route. So, he can't get up to 4, though, I don't think. He gets 1, but I don't think he has a way to get another bump. It gets him a point.
Oh my god. Okay. Looks like it's
It almost
between
turns up here.
Mortani and the Baron right now. With Leto.
Baron's going to
Pretty
throw in.
close.
Oh,
there's a
dear
point.
me. Baron has favorite subject. He's at 10. He can't be stopped.
Oh,
It's the last round, everyone. It doesn't mean he's won by... Not by a long shot. Oh my goodness. And Duke Leto suddenly realizes how much trouble he's in. He needs 2 points. I don't see where he's getting 2 points. He's got all his faction VPs already in.
Yeah, Leto doesn't have any intrigues. That's a real problem.
Mentat taken. I think this is not a bad play. Just kind of draw something, I guess. Ow. He's surely he's going to get hold of 1 VP via
Spiceman's Float. Is there a way he can find 2? He's got Piter. He might be able to magic something insane, but I don't know. He's got no intrigues. Makes it really difficult to know. If he's got Piter, I might have considered playing Piter for the intrigue, to be honest. If he's got Piter in hand.
Yeah, if it doesn't add to
But
your...
he's...
Yeah.
He's gonna use Truth Say to do it anyways.
Okay. Is he gonna opt not to?
Is he not going to? He's thinking about it. I mean, wow. That's pretty sick. And so Helena feels like she's got to have this combat wrapped up here, but it's surely not going to be enough. It's going to be the final round. Paisley at Kynes
Research.
to go research station. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a first. Just get the troops in here. I don't know. Baron's at 10, but Hundro's right there behind it. See what Hundro had? Oh, he did have real bad hand.
Really bad hand, yeah.
But if he has a VP in hand here, and if Baron does not, he still wins. He will still win on Spice tiebreak. I gave 10-1 at the start of before the game ran that this would be a Spice tiebreak. It would be, oh my god, it'd be a Solari tiebreak. I think. Oh no, Baron would be 100 would be in front by 1 Spice. I think. Oh no, it would go to Solari. I think. Baron would get 500, would get 3. They'd be both on 6 Spice. It'd be a Solari tiebreak for the championship.
So he does have Piter. He is playing Piter.
Piter is played. This is kind of Hail Mary now. I think he's got nothing he's got nothing else to do here. Just throwing them in. And here we go. Helena here. What's the plan? She has no action, so unless she's got recall, there's nothing to do. She does not. It's 6. 6 is not enough. And that's going to be it. Surely that's that for that. So it's just Leo to reveal here. It comes down to endgames here, but I think unless... Oh no, Leto's just shut out Hundro. I think Drazo here is going to win. I think it's over. Unless Leto's pulled something insane. There's no intrigue to come out the combat here. Helena's going to win the 2 VP here, but Drazo's going to get the 5 Spice, which I think is going to see him through here. I think this is it. I can't see unless it all comes down to endgame stuff. We know if Hudron Moritani's got Call the Market, he possibly still wins here. If he doesn't, I think this is the Baron's game.
God. Baron could still have endgame.
He could have an endgame himself, of course.
Yeah.
It's hard to know.
No points for plans within plans. No points for corner the market. What else could they have? They could $10 for War Chest.
I guess. Ambush played.
He has War Chest.
Not doing a lot. Oh, Leto had cannon turrets. Oh, brutal. Hunter's just not even in the combat.
No.
Just totally removed. Kind of nasty. Anything for it? No, it's a pass there. It's a pass, it's a pass. I think that's it. I think that's going to be that. So combat is 1. So Helena gets 2 points. Gets her up to 7. But 5 Spice is going to be enough. Oh, he had Tiebreaker as well. And it is Grand Conspiracy for 100, but it's not going to be enough. It only gets him to 10. Drazo has come out of nowhere from the semi-finals and has become your Dune Imperium Cup champion for 2022. In a absolute insane final match. That is all she wrote.
Well,
Baron wins it with 10 and 16. Guga, though, gets a very respectable second place, nets himself a decent payday with 10 and 3. Conrad Chad once again finds his way and scrapes into some sort of paying position with 9 and 3. And Anquan, Q32, bit of savagery against him, unfortunately, making up the pack here.
Shall we go have a
Pretty-
chat?
Pretty ridiculous, but yes, we must do it if he goes say hello to them.
All right, let's go have a chat with them. Hey everybody! Congratulations to Drazo. Congratulations to Gugu for second place and Comrade Chad for third and Q32 for fourth. All you played very well. It was pretty brutal this game.
Yeah, this is cutthroat stuff. This.
Yeah.
Not
Thanks,
to be
Gugu.
expecting anything else. But wow, I mean, I gotta say, like from where you were at in the semi-final to now, like that is some unbelievable turnaround, man. Like I'm thoroughly impressed.
Are you talking about me?
Oh, of course. I don't know what you ate for lunch. You know, you went for that dinner. It must have been good stuff, clearly. Man, well played though. I mean, this was a brutal game. Everyone played pretty solid, to be fair. They're like, oh, the Imperium Road was nuts. Like everyone was able to do all sorts of crazy stuff here. Sayadina, and went committed early for the power play to Foul Switch. I think was I would have done the same thing and just didn't draw the card.
Did it? Oh, brutal.
That was so unlucky.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
played
his
the
next
lock
4
stuff,
cards were
and
guaranteed
get
to
it.
not be access cards, so it was like he had 7 cards in his discard pile. 3 of them would have given him the
Yeah.
ability to steal. So it was like 4 out of 7 cards were chanced at not in his favor.
Yeah.
But
Oh
the fact
my
that
God.
Drifting Allegiances drew up on the roll right after he played that power play was perfect for him, because that just made it so that this was a no risk reward strategy of trying to steal that instead of securing the Emperor Bene Gesserit.
Yeah, there was a lot of madness, and then obviously the Emperor got taken out of Goo. That was even more savage. I mean, sometimes just don't work yourself out. Like you made a lot of brave plays. I mean, Drazo as well. Like you went like all in this game. Like from round 1, you know, throwing every troop in, like absolute full on, no regrets. If I lose, it's not because I didn't try sort of gameplay. But a pretty absurd game. But and even managing to find, I was really curious to see what you had here for your intrigues. Like you pulled early, obviously you pulled your other card immediately.
Yeah, we thought
So I
you
knew
might
straight
have
away,
that.
like you had some good stuff there. And I think that was the I assume that was the stage instant. I believe it was.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
So no wonder you went and pulled that back.
Yeah.
Honestly, you also have to keep in mind that this game was played a little bit differently because there is prize money involved.
That's true.
Under normal circumstances, like as Baron, my immediate second place, because I know I'm gonna get more prize money even if I end on second.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's the way it is. You know, it's sub. There's paying places for first, second, and third. You know, that's the structure. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. But then sometimes you just find your way to kind of. I mean, it was a huge risk because, like, I obviously mentioned in the warm up to this about how in the first final, someone also played Baron and went ahead really early, and then everyone just targeted them. I think they finished last. So
Yeah.